Hi everyone, this is June. I'm looking at a video called Enlightenment and Deeksha by Sri Bhagavan. He is a proponent of the oneness movement, and he is in India right now. So I'm looking at this video from the point of view of oneness, which is as me, as you, as all life. I don't know his view on oneness, but let's look at it. I think it's I don't want to talk about it. Let him talk about it. Let us just have a look, and then I will translate it from my own viewpoint, which is from the point of view of oneness, as me, as you, as all life.
Basically, in this process of enlightenment, the first thing which most often happens is the flowering of the heart. That is
flowering of the heart. He's saying.
And discover a real compassion, real love for others.
Discovering real compassion.
And then
question is compassion from the mind, or is a function of the life essence? Is it a part of a polarity or not?
We really do not call you fully enlightened.
So I will look at point of separations and point of oneness.
When you are experiencing reality as it is. But to experience reality as it is, these are some kind of prerequisites.
Experiencing reality as it is.
Then it happens in a big way. So these may be called stages of enlightenment.
Okay, let's look at the point of oneness.
Is enlightenment synonymous to oneness?
That is equivalent to oneness. But of course, oneness itself takes off from there.
Same.
And then it finally becomes oneness with God.
Let's look at that. Oneness and oneness with God. So, obviously, it's looking at another kind of oneness than what I am talking about. Because his view of oneness is oneness with God eventually. From that concept, this is how I look at it. You might have your own viewpoint, and that's yours, and I respect that. This is mine, and I want to share it with everyone, okay? So, oneness with God is accepting that God is separate from me. So, I'd look at that as separation. To me, self-realization, as it implies, is realizing that you are already that, right? It's completely opposite, because this oneness that I'm talking about is from the point of view that we are already one, rather than establishing a God that is separate and becoming one with them. Because I had been in the yogic area for 29 years, and that is what I got from when I debugged myself on how I can be enlightened. Because for 29 years, if I'm not enlightened yet, I assumed I am, but there was no standard, there's no measuring stick, there's nothing there. And it's just like surrendering yourself to the guru. So I debugged myself. I said, what seems to be wrong here, you see? There might not be anything wrong, but there might be something that I haven't looked at, that maybe I can look at, that could bring me to, or get me to that point of enlightenment. So, but within me, I have this incredible experiences in my meditation of being one with everything else, experiencing that I am blooming with the flowers and the plants and everything else. But is that enlightenment? Okay, so that from that point of view, I am separate, I want to become one. Well, my point of view is I am one. The reason why I feel separate is because of the mind that I actually programmed to identify with this body, which is separate from everything else, and everything else associated with that. Okay, and if I forgive myself for that identification, that will actually delete whatever I identified with. Okay? And so it will bring me back to, or it will clear out this mist of confusion that enveloped the life essence. It got buried underneath because of all this identification junk that I myself programmed myself to believe as real and identified with that as me. Did you beat that? Wow. Okay, and then if I forgive myself for all this programming that I did to myself, then that to me is self-realization, the experience of self-realization. Okay, cool. So the point of oneness here is that enlightenment. The point of oneness here is that he's saying when you are one with God, which to me is a separation between, if you say that is God and this is me, we're separate, right? And the point of separate, that is the point of separation. And the point of oneness that he's talking about really is the point of separation for me. Wow. that is really an incredible realization for my part. You will not have a clue on what I went through with regards to meditation and all this. That is amazing what I've found out lately doing this common sense process that I actually I'm practicing right now, and it just opens up my eyes on many things.